traders and investors alike were green on Friday. We have a big week coming up this week, so let's start by talking about the earnings. We have BlackBerry, CCL, MU, Nike, Rite Aid, CarMax, and BlackBerry this week. We also have Paycheck. And these smaller ones like Rite Aid can be some really big movers at earnings with the right report. You got BlackBerry Tuesday after close. Thursday's the biggest day. Bed Bath & Beyond, Rite Aid, CarMax, Micron, Nike, all right there. Then you got Carnival on Friday. But even bigger than this market this week is going to be moved by the Feds and Fed speaking. So you can see all the red here. Every red block is a Fed speaker for this week. So Tuesday we have Jerome Powell at 7:30 a.m. We also have Fed Speaker Bullard. We all know Bullard and Bostic moved the market, so I tried to highlight Bullard and Bostic. I did miss that one. A big week. We have GPD on Thursday morning, retail inventories. Wednesday, personal income and outlays, Chicago PMI, consumer sentiment on Friday. So we do have a big week coming up. We have a petroleum report. Just a lot going on. So there's going to be data coming in all week. There's going to be Fed speakers manipulating the market all week long. So what happens this week is going to be, the market's going to be listening to every word these people say, and they're going to be going from hawkish to dovish in between comments, and each one's going to have their own mindset and their own attitude towards the market right now. And this can definitely move the market. So this is probably the biggest thing. All this Fed data coming in, the Fed speaking, and the economy data coming in is going to be what kind of sets the mood for the market this week. Let's go look at some charts. In this video, I just want to go over the sectors. We haven't done that in about 2 weeks. With the sell-off and everything that's going on in the market, I think it's a good idea for everybody to get a good look to see where the relative strength is, if there's any relative strength in the participation, how much participation we are actually having in the market in the direction that we are going, which is down. We'll talk about the oversold and everything in the trade ideas video. This video just data, earnings, and just a quick trip over the sectors real quick. This is the SPY. We're going to cover that in the next video. XLC communications, no love here at all. Breaking out of that descending scallop to the downside. XLY, consumer discretionary, also breaking out of the descending scallop. Kind of looks like a soup label here. Breaking down, MACD is bearish. Daily chart showing no love there. And remember, discretionary was holding in better than consumer staples for a while. This is consumer staples here. You can see the backwards upside down J, the descending scallop pattern we broke out. And as I mentioned 2 weeks ago, that normally, from my experience, that this pattern leads to a bearish move. MACD is triggered to the downside. XLE, big move down. Crude's just getting slaughtered, beat up. So as you can see here, we have closed below our 200 moving average on the daily, so we do need to see where we open at in the morning. Crude can be tricky. Crude moves, energy moves, so the energy names can be tricky, but commodities will be getting beat up in this type of market that we are in. So let's just keep that in mind. XLF, you can see here we are pulling back as well out of this descending scallop below all our major moving averages here, very extended from the 200. You can see the 9 and 20 turning down to follow. RSI is below 30, showing no relative strength. You can see right here, no relative strength comparing it to the SPX. Maybe even leading a little more to the downside. I don't think so. The whole market's hurting here with a bearish MACD, and that's the daily chart. XLV, this is healthcare. Healthcare has been taking a beating the last 2 weeks as well, when it was trying to hold in a little better than a lot of the other sectors in the market. Same thing, leading down. Our RSI is not quite as high. We're 35 there. Bearish MACD. Industrial's getting beat up here big time. Look how far extended we are down here outside of the Bollinger Bands. Bearish MACD not showing any relative strength. Material sector. Once again, bearish MACD, RSI 27. We're extended outside of the Bollinger Bands here. Very oversold here on the materials, but once again, commodities take a beating in this type of market that we are in. Real estate, we put this pattern out 2 weeks ago. Well, actually, we put this inverted head and shoulders topping pattern out August 29th or 30th, and you can see if you would have played that, you would have made very good money. Even if you would have bought it and some options and tried holding on to it, you would have still made out well. Or if you would have found a short ETF that pairs to it, you could have made out well that way with shares. You can see bearish MACD. Looks like we're actually trading weaker than the market here, showing no relative strength. XLK, once again, we had this. I will be taking out of the next video, I'm taking the sector charts that are in there out, just because we're covering them here and just trying to shorten that video up as much as possible because it's already long enough. But you can see we had this head and shoulders topping pattern here, broke down, putting in this descending scallop. So last time we talked about, right into the 50, broke down, bearish MACD. So, that pattern, the descending scallop, worked just as well. Obviously, the head and shoulders did, but the descending scallop worked just as we were expecting, a pullback on that. XLU, utilities even showing some weakness here. Come up here and actually took out this resistance and then got rejected the next day. Gap down and pulled back. XLB weekly, you can see the weakness here, back below all our major moving averages except for the 200. If we can continue down, watch your 200 weekly for support there. XLC, I wish these charts were together, but for some reason stock charts just doesn't know the alphabet or something properly. I could be doing something wrong, but two of the same charts, click them in at the same time, and they get put in different places. And when you have everything set up to be alphabetical order, it should be, but something's just not clicking. XLC weekly chart, we did have this push up here right into our 200, got rejected. Nice flag here at the moving averages, pulling back. This is outside of your weekly Bollinger Bands. Look at this pinch here, and we're seeing the same setups. No relative strength. Even bearish volume. MACD's crossing bearish, or wants to cross bearish in this case on the weekly. You can see XLE. This is XLE's weekly chart. Bearish MACD. RSI is holding in better than the others, not showing any relative strength. The 50 is support here. We also have this support level here, but if you look, you got your 1, 2, 3, this support level, and look at this as a zone because of this wick. If you get below this 50 and this support zone, it would probably work, but you got 1, 2, 3, so you have the 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern. I just like to refer to it as a lower low, but we'll start using the 1, 2, 3 terminology. Maybe everybody can help understand that a little better. So we got the 1, 2, 3. Break up your neckline here is your entry, and basically all this is a high, a low, a lower high. Then you're expecting to put in a lower low. From this point, you're looking to put in a lower low from that point. So, and then push up to put in a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. It's just natural price waves. They have a reversal pattern name for it, but it's just natural price waves. I am excited to open up this candle study There's so much information in here. I hope everybody takes time and really, really goes through it and goes through all the different links and, you know, the audio, the text. The only thing I got left to finish is try to get the audio done for them this week. But it is 3 separate channels in that category, 3 new channels in that category that'll be opened up. XLF. You can see we into a downtrend here. We pushed up, put in this little flag, tried to push up out of it, and just rolled over. Back to support here. So let's keep an eye on 3066 for a weekly support. You can see we come down, touched it, and pushed back up. Bollinger Bands are pinching there. MACD's rolling over, and this is the weekly chart. XLI weekly, you can see the big move down this week. Watch this 200 here for support, so you want to watch your 200 weekly on your industrials. You also have a bearish MACD in the making there. XLK weekly, same, you know, bearish MACD. RSI is ugly. So you're seeing broad participation here in the downside. Is exactly what we're seeing. Right back down here to support. Now, if this was the support here and take out this 50, we could call that a double bottom. I'm not really expecting that. I'm, you know, expecting probably to pull back. I would not. Well, we'll talk more about what I think the market's going to do with the individual charts when we get to them. XLP weekly, we got this rough inverted head and shoulders. We kind of watching. There's nothing textbook about that, but just 3 rounded tops in a row. It's basically how we're going to look at that. Real estate, you can see it's trading in this descending broadening channel. MACD's crossing there as well. XLU weekly, MACD's crossing. You can see we broke below this 9 moving average and the 20 last week. Big move down. MACD's trying to roll over. Still got a decent RSI, just decent, nothing special. Holding in better than these others. That chart's still showing some relative strength compared to the market, only because the market's been in such bad shape. Healthcare, back below all our major moving averages except for 200. It is holding in better. And consumer discretionary weekly, basically 1, 2, 3 neckline, move down. Either way, we're testing this 200. We lose this 200. Look for a move down. Watch for support down here on the bottom of this candle here. You can see we come down here. The 200 was support. It's at the 200 now, but it also found some support down here as well. You also have your MACD rolling over here. Not as bad as some of these others. And we're back to the SPY chart, so we're going to get this video out, and I'll work to try to get the next video out as soon as possible. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, and for all of you guys that are Jewish, I hope you enjoy your holiday tomorrow. Have a great weekend. See you in the trading room.